Hello and welcome to the first episode of this year's Minecraft Advent Calendar. If you've been following this channel for a little while, well, a year or more I guess, then you'll already know that this is a yearly thing. That's how this channel started. And this is the 5th year of me, or us I guess, doing an advent calendar. If you don't know what an advent calendar is, you can just Google it, really. I can also tell you though, I guess. So an advent calendar is usually it's done with candy or other small gifts or presents, and the idea is it's waiting for Christmas, so the 24 days. At least, here in Austria and in some other European countries, Christmas is actually on the 24th. Like the big day is the 24th, not the 25th. So for us, kids usually get an advent calendar, and nowadays, I mean, there are different advent calendars. There's like there are usual like candy advent calendar. You get some like a piece of chocolate or something every day. You can also custom make them, obviously, and put in whatever you want. There are whiskey advent calendars, there are Lego advent calendars, there's all kinds of advent calendar goodness for you to choose from. But you should also choose this one, and this one is a Minecraft advent calendar. This first episode I'm just going to do a little bit of a recap, I guess. Because we've done a lot of stuff. It's, just coming back here. I haven't been here in a little while. We've done a lot of stuff. We've built a lot of things here. Lots of fond memories to look back to, and yeah. So that's what we're gonna do in this first episode. There'll also be building episodes on the Live in the Woods server, or maybe not actual. I'm not sure yet. of all the advent calendars we've done so far, and it's been 4 of them. This is the 5th one, as I've already stated. This is the one where I think I'm the least prepared. And knowing me, that actually means something. I wish I could get rid of these things. Rest people can help. Craft wooden planks. I can't actually do that. I don't have a log. It's annoying. Can we grab a log somewhere? Oh, it went away. Sweet. Good enough. Good enough for me. It always comes back when I switch versions, go back to 1.11 for bingo and stuff. These messages tend to come back. Also, I'm using shaders. I guess I have not addressed that. I don't even remember which pack that is. I just grabbed one at random and put it on, and I like it. So we're gonna use that for now. Also, I'm not sure if it's gonna go through yet, but I'm recording at 60 FPS for now. I don't know how big the files are gonna get. But maybe this whole advent calendar will be 60 FPS. I hope I can actually run Live in the Woods at 60 FPS. We'll see, we'll see. But first, let's start. Before we do anything else, let's actually start at the start. Start at the beginning. That makes sense, right? See how the nether looks actually. The first advent calendar. This is really weirdly foggy. That looks crazy. There's lava behind that, I guess. It's very, glowy. Is this actually going back towards? No, it's going away from spawn, but that's fine too. So the first year of advent calendars was 2013. It was not my idea, it was Chay's idea, who has since basically quit playing though. So he's not been around much. He has not been in any videos in a while. I'm not sure what the last thing he did was. Maybe it was the last episode of the advent calendar 2 years ago. That could be it. At least I don't remember him being in anything since then. But that's fine. He just doesn't play anymore, so haven't been many opportunities to get him in videos. But it was his idea to start an advent calendar, and I said, well, I'm about to, I was about to start a YouTube channel, so I jumped on that and said, well, yeah, I'm gonna record it. It's gonna be fun. And so we did, and so we did. So the idea was, and that's also Jay's idea, not just the advent calendar itself, but the format as well, was to go from our world spawn, which is still... Can I fly? I can. That was laggy. Okay. Which is right here. This is spawn. It's so foggy. Okay, I don't like the shaders in here. It's too foggy. And the idea was to go in all 4 cardinal directions, dig tunnels. And I don't know, I don't remember the numbers. I think it's like 250 blocks maybe, or 300 blocks. Until the first portal, and then there's a portal every 50 blocks or so. And obviously, since we have 4 directions and need 24 days, there are 6 portals in each of these tunnels. Now there may be a few more extra portals, but the original tunnels each had six portals. And the idea was that we would just go through the portals. We had a really neat system. They were blocked by wool. Like the inside of the portal was covered in wool, and we would light the wool on fire, which would sometimes at least also happen to light the portal on fire when all the wool was gone. And then we stepped through, and on the other side we did something. It was not very well thought out, admittedly, but we still had a lot of fun that year. It was Jay, Roms, Dani, and me. I don't think anyone else featured back then. And all of those guys don't play anymore. I guess Roms recently was in the hole digging stream at the end of September. That's the last thing he did, but he's not playing Minecraft anymore. So that was the first year. We did a lot of stuff. We did some challenges like Race to Diamonds, Race Back to Spawn. We did something called the Hungry Man Challenge, which involved getting as many different food items as possible within a time limit. There was the Color Wheel Challenge. I think those were both etho things back then. I'm pretty sure at least. The color wheel was to get as many different colors of wool as possible. So you'd had to go out and get all the dyes, also within a time limit. And we built a lot of stuff. We built 2 different towers. We built a pub. We built a hunting cabin. We built... What else did we build? Lots of things. Lots of different things. A shooting range. I don't know. We did upper caving once. We did 2 just normal caving episodes where we didn't have any ideas. It was really hard to do all of that. We actually did it all live on Twitch back then, and then the VODs were turned into YouTube episodes. It was really hard to do all of that live, and it was also really hard to come up with stuff because we never really knew. We didn't cheat, so we didn't know what would be on the other side of the portal, so you couldn't really plan very well. Like after, at least the first few, like after a while you get an idea because you can kind of see what kind of biomes coming up, sort of. But in the beginning especially it was really hard. We couldn't go and say like build an igloo and then you come out in the desert, and that makes no sense. So that was tough, but also a lot of fun. Is this... Is it snowing, but not actually snowing? Or is it just turning nighttime? Why is this looking... Looks like it's wet. That looks weird. Maybe I don't like these shaders. They look good in the morning. Oh, actually this looks really good though. The star. The shooting star. So the second year, we started building this Christmas village here. The second year, we did this. So in the first year, the actual advent calendar were the portals. Going through the portals was the 24 things. In the second year, we had these little huts. I built them. Beautiful Cleo design. As you can see, clearly not a Cleo design. Cleo was already a part of that, but no more ROMs for most of it. He was there for a few, I think, but not a lot. And Shay wasn't there for a lot of them either, maybe. I don't know. Maybe he was there for more than I'm giving him credit for. But Cleo was already a part of things in the second year. And we had these items in item frame symbolizing each day. This was the time hunting for diamond challenge again. Who gets diamonds first? This was decorating the house. I built a house over the tree. This was building the mulled wine stand. This was building the snowman, which is this guy right here, which I still think looks great. I think that was completely improvised, but it looks... I mean, it's not really hard. You just build 2 spheres and, you know... But still, proud of that one. This one, I think, was finding an ocean monument, which I had found beforehand, because otherwise this episode would have been impossible to record. Aberur's caving, clearly. I mean, that's caving, and that's a Swedish flag. What else could that mean? And so on. I think that's the bridge. That's blowing up stuff at the witch farm. I don't know what that means. Gold ladder. King of the ladder. We did play King of the ladder. There's a huge ladder somewhere over there. And so on and so forth. So that was the 24 things for year 2. I hope I'm having this right. I'm pretty sure I do, though. It's really, yeah, it's really not easy to keep things separate, though. Like, is auto jump turned on? It feels like it is. No. I just weirdly jumped off of that because my wings opened or something? I'm not sure. That's the King of the Ladder area. You can't quite see the ladder, though. Unfortunately. I'm pretty sure that was the second year. I have not prepared for this. I'm going off of memory, which is a bad idea because I don't remember all the details of everything. Which leads us to year 3, which was a very interesting year. We did quite a few building episodes again. Oh wow, that's the snow. Okay. So it is actually raining. I just couldn't see any rain. That's gonna kill the frame rate. Not the frame rate, but the bit rate a bit. Yeah, snow does not look great in this one. Like the weird wobber is kind of ruining it. The snowflakes themselves are actually nice. Moving on though. Year 3, I might pick a different pack for future things. But it's actually, yeah, it's like raindrops on my screen, but it doesn't make a lot of sense because it's snow. Well, I guess the snow is melting. We'll give it the benefit of the doubt. This was the thing, the thing for year 3 was this map war. These are maps. And they were shot out randomly by this dispenser and then placed here. This was also the year where I had some guests. I had Maybe Later X and Farmy B in one episode from Mental Block Gaming, and Dusk Reaper, the 3rd Mental Block Gaming member, in another episode. I had Dr. Brian Lorgon 111 as a guest. I had Madiso, who was like a... I don't know, I feel weird about calling people friends that I don't really know. He's like an online friend from another server who also had a YouTube channel, or has, but he's not been very active. And was there one more guest, or was that it? I'm not sure now. Might have been it. I hope I'm not forgetting anyone. That would be embarrassing. But I think that was it. Let's just say that was it. The guests actually helped building stuff here. Brian helped with the rails, I'm pretty sure. Dusk Reaper helped putting down snow to cover the grass down there, because this is not actually a cold biome. With Maybe Later and Farmy, I actually was on their server because they were building a Christmas-themed minigame at the time, and I helped with that, but I didn't really help all that much, mostly just talking. And I think, oh yeah, and Mediso, I don't know what I did with Mediso. Maybe Mediso also helped with the rails, I think. Yeah, Mediso also helped with the rails. It was all, yeah, it was boring, so we didn't, didn't push very hard on that. It took a while to get all of those done. And there was a 3rd component, like building, the guests, and the 3rd component for year 3 was maps. We played some, there was a map advent calendar, 24 different maps coming out that year, and Kileo and I played a few of them. I don't remember, the plan was to go 888, but I only had like 4 guests, so we had to do more building and more maps. We didn't play all of the maps because we didn't really care for all of them. Yeah, I don't know. So it was like a weird mix of the 3 things. But every episode ended here on this server with Cleo or one of the guests or me putting in one of the maps in what we thought would be the right spot at the time. And then we built some stuff. We built the Santa statue then. We built the shooting star. That was one of the later episodes, I think. The bell was that year. Trying to think what else. I'm not sure is the thing. We had the train, maybe. But not the... We definitely didn't have the rails. That was the village is new. The wreath is new, I think. From that year. 2015, that is. I think that's it. And then last year, the 2016 Advent calendar was actually a map. Kelly and I made a map. We started sometime in, I think, late August or September. And we barely finished it in time. Actually, really didn't. But shh, don't tell anyone. So that was the content for the Advent calendar of last year. And this year, you're wondering probably what's going to happen. Oh, wait, first, before the big reveal, let's do this. That was a lot of work too. I think we built that over 2 episodes. One episode was just doing the notes, and then the other is the ceiling above it, which actually has a nice thing, decoration thing, but you can't see it because it's snowed over, which was not very well planned on our end. So what are we going to do this year? I already said one big part, hopefully big part of this year's calendar is going to be building and or looking at finished builds and just sort of rambling on the Life in the Woods server. Everyone who's on the server is welcome to contribute. We'll see how that goes. I don't have any concrete plans. We want to build a wintry, Christmassy village there. We have a spot picked out, but not much else has happened there yet. And I also want to do guests again, but I haven't asked anyone yet because I don't know what I want them to do. And I don't want them to just talk. I want some form of game brain behind, you know, the guest stuff. So yeah, this is very poorly planned, but actually I'm kind of comfortable with that. And then there's something else at the very end of each episode, which I hope I'm going to be able to pull off for 24 episodes. I'm not sure yet. This is the thing I've spent the most time thinking about and working on, and I'm not sure if it's worth it. And there's a spider up in Santa's sleigh. That's not okay. That rhymed. So that's the plan. We might also throw in some maps if they exist so far. And I'm recording this shortly after midnight today. So on the 1st of December. So far, nothing much in terms of Christmas themed or winter themed maps. We'll wait and see. Maybe, you know, some maps are gonna come out. I hope. I'm hoping for a few, but I don't know. I don't know. Also, if you're worried about other series on the channel, I'm not sure. I'm gonna try to get bingo done every week, but I can't promise that I'll do everything. I might have to skip the blackouts or something like that, even though I love those. I can't promise anything is what I'm saying. Other series there are, well, the Twist Labs thing is gonna finish somehow. The time slot is gonna change, but there's only a few more episodes. And the Glarthor series has not even started yet, so I don't know when that's gonna be a thing. It depends on when they release the map. Kind of, yeah. My hands are bound there. Not much I can do. And I think that about does it for this weird introduction video to this year's Advent calendar. I was hoping to come up with something bigger and better. And maybe it will be bigger and better. The fact that I have not really planned anything means that, you know, I see a lot of potential. There's also a lot of potential for failure, but there is potential for greatness there for sure. I can taste it. I hope you can sense it too. And let's just wrap this up with a little flyby down here. The wreath. The Christmassy small little village, just 3 houses. Unfortunately, this is not a cold biome, which kind of ruins everything. But also, this is very reminiscent of winter here. Not a lot of snow. Not a lot of snow. But yeah, that's it for episode 1. If I manage to pull everything off that I wanted to pull off before this needs to go live, there'll be a little thing at the end here, and if not, then I'll be very disappointed. So that's it for day 1. See you all tomorrow with who knows what. Isn't that exciting? Thanks for watching. Bye bye. Market and streets stand deserted, silently gleaming each house. Musing I walk the alleys. Everything looks so festive. Women have piously decorated windows with colorful toys. 1,000 children stand watching, silently, wonderfully delighted. And I wander beyond the walls, out into the open field. Noble gleaming, holy awe, how vast and calm the world. High up stars wrap circles from the solitude of snow, like marvelous singing rising, O you time of grace.